everyone! I got a new laptop! It is by far the most powerful PC that I've ever owned, and just look how sleek and tiny it is. As someone who's real life hobbit-sized, I appreciate packing a big punch into a small form factor. This is the Alienware M15 R3 gaming laptop, graciously sent to me to check out by my friends at Alienware. Thank you. In fact, when I first unboxed it, which I did live on Twitch, I got a fun surprise that it was already personalized for me with my name and custom wallpaper. Dun, dun, dun. It already says Trisha, it knows, look at it. Look, it has a picture of me at the Halo event. My friends at Alienware, I love you so much. This is so fun. I'm so glad I opened this live and you saw that reaction. Hilarious. But yeah, at that time I promised to make a video on this once I had spent some time with it, so here it is. This laptop is a beast, and I'm not exaggerating at all. I have used this for ray tracing demos I've recorded for videos for Newegg and a bunch of other can it run crisis type challenges, and it exceeds with flying colors. Specs wise, we're looking at a 10th gen Intel Core i9-10980HK processor, NVIDIA RTX 2080 Super GPU, 32 gigs of RAM, and a whole buttload of storage. That's the technical term for 2 terabytes PCIe M.2 SSDs, 4 terabytes in total in a RAID 0 configuration, plus a separate 512 gigabyte PCIe M.2 SSD on top of that. I told you, total beast. But specs mean nothing on paper if they don't deliver a better gaming experience, right? So let's put this to the test. I like to use Remedy's Control to run tests because that game is a technological beast that makes even top-of-the-line GPUs look like whiny babies. So with that being said, running Control at 2560 by 1440 with all ray tracing features on and on medium and graphics settings at medium, I was able to eke out around 52 frames per second. Now taking that resolution down to 1080p, you can get above 60 frames per second with all the settings on medium, ray tracing on medium, or you can play with ray tracing on high with graphics settings all on high for around 55 frames per second. This game is bonkers to run, but it sure is gorgeous when run on top-end specs like this. So you're probably thinking the same thing I always do when I see this much power in something that small. How hot does it get? Alienware has their own cryotech cooling and vapor chamber tech and copper alloy thermal components, and in real-world testing, I lasted a few hours on the lap test without ever feeling like I had to move the machine. It's worth noting you can change cooling profiles in the Alienware Command Center software to make your fans quieter or rocket ship takeoff level or anywhere in between, depending what you're working on. Even at full blast, they don't come close to my PS4 running Ghost of Tsushima though. Battery life is always another concern with me for any gaming laptop, and this one fits in with most other gaming laptops I've ever had. I've been consistently getting about 2.5 hours on balanced settings on a full charge. Definitely not bad for a machine this powerful, but you will want to make sure that you get a flight with an outlet by your seat if you're planning on taking a cross-country flight anytime soon. Now, I've talked a lot about the performance, but I've been completely glossing over how stunning this machine looks. I love the white, aka lunar light, and black look with this customizable RGB accents, and I've been getting compliments on this thing nearly every time it peeks into a photo or onto my streams. You can see the unique display hinge here makes for an overall very sci-fi aesthetic that won't be for everyone, but I like it. The keyboard is the custom Alienware M series per key Alien FX RGB keyboard, and there's enough travel in between keys to not have that laptop keyboard feel, if you know what I mean. The display is probably my favorite part though, with a 15.6-inch 4K OLED screen that just jumps out at you. 1 millisecond response time, 400 nits of brightness, DCI P3 color gamut. This screen is nuts. I know you can't really tell through YouTube, but trust me on this one. It's awesome. The whole thing weighs right around 5 pounds and is just over 0.8 inches at its thickest point, which, if you're used to the big, beefy, full backpack-sized gaming machines of yesteryear, will be a welcome change. Connectivity-wise, it's got 3 USB 3.1, one of which has PowerShare, 1 Thunderbolt 3 port, 1 Alienware graphics amplifier port in case you really want to go nuts, an HDMI, a mini display port, and audio out, as well as a lock slot. Locks hold separately, and a micro SD card reader. Add Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1, so really, whatever you want to do with this, you're pretty set. Other features to note are an impressive upgrade to audio from the previous generation, 30% louder with 2.5 times bass and treble improvement, a 720p webcam built in, which you'd think would be standard now, but I'm mentioning it because some competitors have decided to take it out, and Tobii eye tracking technology, which is super cool for both streaming and for a variety
variety of pro gaming applications, plus there's battery saving features that the eye tracking uses as well. I'll make a whole separate video on the Tobii eye tracking at some point in the future. The Alienware M15 R3 gaming laptop is their latest version of the 15-inch line, and they start around $1,500 US. If you want to read more about it, you can do so via the link in the description below. The configuration that I have here is their top of the line model and retails for just over $4,000. Like I said, the most insane PC I've ever owned. Again, being part of the Alienware Hive is the bee's knees. Get it? Hive, bees. I digress. Thanks again, Alienware, for sending me this gorgeous machine and giving me zero excuses not to stream whenever I'm actually able to travel again. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.